Sorry guys, just throwing this one in here before we get to the delivery. Someone in episode 4 asked if I could go through my mod list. So I'm doing this after the video, but I'm putting it at the start of the video. So I don't know if this is in the correct order that it needs to be in, or if half of them are even working in what I'm using right now. But nothing's broken, so I've just left it. I've got the Z mods, master reverb, wind tire trailer, weather, sound effect mod, and the air freshener pack. Then there's Slab Jerry's engine sound collection, more Z mods, basically all the truck manufacturer interior and effects sounds. I believe these are the paid ones. I'll put a link in the description. Then I've just got Plum Pete's realistic FOV mirrors that are on the Steam Workshop, as is Slab Jerry's. Z mods are elsewhere. The Minimal Advisor, just some sound fixes. The Z mods physics mod for the wheel. Then a couple of engine sounds, Mac E6, Cat C15, Cummins NTC, and the Cummins Signature 600. Then I got Smarty's wheel pack, Companies of ATS expansion skin pack. So that's the skins for the ATS expansion mod. The cargo add-on for that, but we'll go back up. Cecil's mega pack, just icons instead of the big green flashing icons. It just puts the little white lines and white squares on the floor. Then my trucks, Kenworth K100E, Freightliner FLB, SCR, Peterbilt 351, the International 9800i, the Mac R series, and the Peterbilt 350. And then I've got the GDC Logistics fuel card. I believe this is the 5%. So it gives you a 5% discount off all fuel everywhere. This is the free one. That's on the Steam Workshop, I believe. They do have 2 more that are available on their Patreon, depending on which level you choose to pay for. And then we have GDC Realistic Economy Mod Expansion Pack and the Realistic Economy Mod Extreme Edition, both on the Steam Workshop. And then I have the Realistic Brutal Graphics and Weather, and then our ATX expansion. So these are not on the Steam Workshop. I'm quietly confident that everything else other than Z mods is. I'm pretty sure everything else is on the Steam Workshop that I'm using, except for the Z mods, physics, and all the trucks, sound fixes, and the ATS expansion. So yeah, that's the mods I'm running. Whether they're in the right order again, I don't know. Whether there's any conflicting ones that I just haven't come across yet, I also don't know. But yeah, hope that helps. And let's get to the delivery. G'day everyone. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. As you can see, we now own our own truck. I decided that instead of saving, I just wanted to get straight onto the freight market, earn a little bit more money per job, and now we can sort of work on getting our truck a little bit better. This is a relatively good deal. It's 3 stars. Had about 629,000 miles on it. I think it's got about 450 horsepower. Thank you, train. Very nice. Okay. Righto. That guy's just against me today. And it's got a 10-speed shifter. So, pretty decent. It can pull a little bit. I haven't really tested it with anything overly heavy yet, but for right now it'll do. So we're just going to leave our little homestead, get the engine on, get the lights on, and let's get a move on. Get rid of the navigation because we don't need that. Now we're going to head into, I think it's Lubbock. Oh, it's not showing. We do have 5% damage. That was from a test run in the Halloween event. So I'm not going to really focus on external contracts. That was just for the event. I'm not really going to do much of those outside of that. But we're going to get our truck going. Make our way. Is it telling me to turn? It is. Fantastic. Well, we're just going to go around. But yeah, she's not a bad little truck. It's got a little bit of pulling power. Nothing crazy, but also nothing to laugh at. Just turn left up here. Make our way around. Should have turned left out of the house, but I didn't realize that's the way we were going. Yep, cool. Never mind the truck. There we go. I don't really bother with the low highs without a load on. But as we go... Oh, a little bit too quick. Yep. Turn left here. So unfortunately it's going to be another night delivery, but it's the best I can do. Fortunately I had to rest because I think I was something like 2 hours of driving, which would have been half done before we even picked the job up. Now I'm pretty sure what we're picking up is a frac tank. If the job's still there. Hopefully it is. Get the speed up. There we go. Now earlier when I was test driving it and making sure that it was all set up right, I thought its top speed was only 65. It turns out I just was not pushing my pedal hard enough. So once I figured that out, everything was golden. 55 now. There we go. Now there were a couple of jobs there from that Global Mills depot, but they were not worth the money. think what we're going for is worth about 1,200, if not more. So hopefully it's still there when we get there. There we go. It's pretty good having our own truck now. That opens us up to a lot more things. Just as we get there, I'll do a little update on everything once we've got the job loaded up and ready to go. Shouldn't be too long now. Only 40 miles away. I'm pretty confident we're going to Lubbock, but I could be turned around. Hey, guess what? I don't think we're going to Lubbock. It's Amarillo. It was one of the two. We live in the middle, so that's where our headquarters is. But so far there's no problems with this truck. Now, I was doing a few little checks before I went ahead and bought it. A few little tests on another profile. And unfortunately, there is an issue with the Extreme Economy mod that when you request a total restoration, it unfortunately crashes the game. So we're not able to do that as yet. But once that gets fixed, the person who made the mod is aware and he's doing what he can to get it fixed, so we just have to wait for that. Alright, we should be coming up here now. Just under 10 minutes. There we go. Stop at the red light. There we go. Easy done. Now we just gotta wait for the greens to pop up. Don't worry about that. She's an old girl. She's probably got a few little problems. There we go. Now where is it? Oh, it's down here. Down at the end. Alright, let's pull in. Hopefully we can accept our job. I think that's it in there. Yeah, this one. 1,500. Oh, what color do we want? Let's have it yellow so it matches. There we have it. The hazard's on. Of course it's around the other side. Why wouldn't it be? Now let's get our selves sorted. Is it in this one? Oh, it's in the end one. Let's just avoid that little bit of wood. There we go. Beautiful. All right, there it is. So now we should be good. I apologize, I just noticed that my microphone sounded a bit funny. Let's do the... There we go. And now we're on our way. Easy little delivery. We might have to fill up with fuel. But we'll deal with that when we get there. Let's get out onto the road and get this job done. Hazards off. And away we go, guys. So yeah, we've hit level 2. Managed to hit level 2. I selected hazardous cargo like flammable. So like fuel and that sort of stuff. So we can pick those up now. I'm pretty sure this is one of the worst intersections for us. Because nobody turns left out of here. It's always a massive waiting game. It's alright, eventually, there we go. Tell you what, we're going to. This turn is just as bad. Hopefully there's no traffic coming that way. Can't see anything. It's much easier at night time because you can see the lights. And now we should be able to get up to speed. And then we just have our little 250-mile journey. So it shouldn't be a long episode. Should be relatively quick. Oh no. I don't understand why it told me to go left. This is a weird thing I've noticed lately. A lot of my GPS navigation makes me do 2 U-turns. I'm not sure why. But it certainly wastes my time and my fuel, that's for sure. Now, unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to stream this week. I've just been far too tired and have just not had the time. So, oh, that's why. Okay. This one makes sense. Because I need to take this exit and I can't get it that way. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. And now we're on the road. So as I said, we've hit level 2. We got our skill in hazardous cargo. We've also bought our own truck. So that was, I think, just over 20,000. And then the only upgrade I've made is adding the little GPS onto the windscreen there. Just because I don't know my way around states and it makes it a lot more doable, a lot easier for me. So then once we bought the truck, I did a couple of the Halloween deliveries, and that's a doozy. It's a good one. I like it. Having to find your way through the map. I've only done one in and one out, so I'm not sure if it saves the map, like if the map is a one and done. Once you've figured it out, you don't have to discover the roads again. But if it's random each time, that would be crazy. But it's a pretty cool time. So I'd recommend doing it. Plus it gives a little bit extra because it's an external contract type of thing. But as I said earlier, I'm not going to put too much effort into the external contracts. We'll sort of stick to the freight market for the time being. If you want to see some external contracts, I can do those also. I just feel like they make it a bit too easy, given that the time frame is real time as opposed to in-game time. The plan also is to, hopefully, now that we have our own truck, we will get contracted to work for a specific company. Now, unfortunately, in Bovina, where our home is and our headquarters is, the only depot is the Global Mills. So we'll have to look into if there's anywhere else, or if we want to start working out of Amarillo or Lubbock. But as of right now, we're just going to do some jobs for a couple of the businesses in the areas, and hopefully from where we've delivered this, we can get something that kind of takes us back home, or at least towards it. If not, I do have the Truckee app. Oh, this could be no good. She's only 3 stars. Have some bad tires too, I'm pretty sure. let's get in there. Put the hazards on. We're up next, guys. I think the first major upgrade we are going to do on this truck is the transmission. I would like to get a 13 speed in there if possible. I don't think it is. Not in a perfect technical state. She'll be fine. Turn the high beams, the hazards off. Carry on. Couple more hours of delivery. Get the high beams on, eh? Now I know I said I'd do some outside clips of the deliveries, but it's night time, you know? And there's nothing I can really do to make it look nice. He's pulling in for a rest. He's been going too long. Cruise control on. And we make our way. Now I've turned the advisor off down the bottom. I tend to not like having that on. Makes me think too long. I watch the clock and I'm like, oh, got another 2 hours and 12 minutes or another 2 hours and 10 minutes. And it seems to make stuff take longer than it should, so I'll do my best to get rid of that every time, just so we can cruise and enjoy. Let me know down below if you would like me to put different music in as well, or if you want me to just get rid of the music entirely. I've just been using the same few songs over the last 4 episodes just because I didn't really want to look too hard and make sure I had different music each time. Jeez, what happened there? Oh, fantastic. Cool. We have to go elsewhere. Uh-oh. This could now be a long one. Let's overtake. Because they're sitting in the left lane and not going the speed limit. Alright, my cruise control didn't kick in there. That's a shame. There we go. Get up to speed. And there's the cruise control in. So hopefully we don't get turned around too much. We can do a quick little U-turn somewhere. Heading around the bend. It kind of looks like it's going to be a big detour. Not drastic. Whoa. We're bumpy. Hopefully we can find somewhere to fill up with fuel though. Oh, we should be able to down here. No? That's no good. It's alright. We'll have to keep waiting. Sorry about the gears, we didn't need that one. Oh, there's fuel right there. No, it's not. Not for us, it isn't. Oh, we can turn. We'll be right. We have plenty of time. Plenty of fuel left. We're good with our fuel economy, he says, shaking his head. We should be okay. Hasn't warned us yet. We definitely won't get to where we need to go in time without filling up on fuel, but we should definitely get to the next fuel station. But I hope you're enjoying these videos. I've really enjoyed making them. I've had a really good time just grinding out the deliveries off camera any chance I get. It's probably the furthest I've gotten in an economy mod. I've never got to the point of owning a truck. That wasn't awful. I think the last time I did it, my truck kept it would struggle to start. Whereas this one, for the price and what it was, being 3 stars, I can't really complain about it. And we've got a bit of cash, we'll fix what we can. Might change the engine, might change the gearbox. Well, I want to change the gearbox, but yeah, I do hope you're enjoying them. I've had a few comments and a few chats with some people. They're getting crazy views, the first 2 especially. So it's giving me that drive to keep making them. Thank goodness this wasn't blocked, because otherwise I was going to have a meltdown. Alrighty. Oh, that was close. Jeez Louise, guys. What are we doing? I don't need those on. And now we're on the final stretch, guys. I forgot what gear I was in. Our fuel might get us there, actually. Never mind. I didn't realize it was 35 mile an hour. lock it into cruise control, because this is where I get caught speeding all the time. Look, there's a petrol station right there that I can't go to. That's crazy. 25 now. Fair enough. Back on the cruise control. Hopefully we get a green light. Nope. Especially with police there. Oh well, not long now. But now we should be opened up. The series should take off now. We get to do a lot more deliveries, a lot more variation of deliveries. A lot of the time offline I was doing the most valuable jobs, because of course, but now I'm going to try my best to keep them sort of not so much the most valuable, but staying in the area of our headquarters. Because unfortunately the truck is not a sleeper. So we'll need to be able to do a journey out and a journey back. Now there were some sleepers I was looking at, but the ones that I could afford were 1 star or 2 stars, and I'm refusing to do that. And the only 3-star one that I saw was about $10,000 more than what I had. So I figured if it comes to it, we can use this truck to make a little bit of money, sell said truck, and then buy another one. I swear. At least we can pull in for fuel here. Do that. Now I'm not 100% sure. Can I pull in for fuel here? Semi-exit. Semi-entrance. Okay. There we go. Get in this one and we'll fill her up. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much. Engine off, and here we go. This is going to be a good $500 odd. Look at that. Quick maths. I panicked that I crashed into something then. Oh, look at all our boys resting. They're sleeper cabs. Jerks. Here's the exit. See no traffic, so I'm going for it. There we go. Full tank of fuel. We have to find a rest stop in 5 hours. This is a doozy of a... I think we're just gonna have to... Oh, we're in third. What are we doing? Thankfully, no accident there. There we go. Now we're within an hour. And then job done. Final stretch, guys. So what? Paid 500 in fuel. We're making 1500 for the job, so 1,000 profit. We're in the green. No fines yet, so we're still alright. 50. And then what, 40? It's a red light anyway. There we go. Old mate's just chilling. Put the windows down. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a good engine brake. Get back up to 40. And we have to get in front of that truck. There we go. Put the windows back up. Turn right up here. And we are within the last half an hour. There we go. We don't want to be behind him. He's got a heavy load on. As I said, if you're enjoying, let me know down below. If you would like different music, no music. It's hard for me to talk throughout the whole thing without feeling like I'm rambling, so I do apologise if I've repeated myself a bunch. But it should definitely become a lot more interesting now, and even more reason to not get any fines or accidents. Don't want to go too quick. Get up to 70. Oh. Bumpy, bumpy. Oh, I think we're going to be going off-road a little bit. start braking now. Head in here. Yep, on a dirt road. Let's go. Take this slow. One thing we don't want is any more damage to the truck. We really do need to get the tyres fixed. So that's probably the first. First port of call. Get up this hill. There we go. Getting around there. Then we just need to see where they want it. I'm going to assume it's over this way. Oh, it's right there. Alright, easy. Just skip parking the trailer. What do you take me for? Hopefully there's nothing on that side of the truck, because I didn't look. It should be alright. Get that back end in there. There we go. It's probably not close enough for them. Hey, that'll do. There we have it. Hazards on. Engine off. Trailer dropped. And there we have it, guys. Not a bad bit of money. 787 XP. That's pretty good, I think. So I'll leave you with that one, guys. Now we're on our way. See what the future holds for A to B Logistics. Have a good one, guys. Take care.